So the grant really is, it's a contest, but the contest is we've put together a group of kind of top philanthropists, top business leaders, well-known industry sector leaders, and each episode will actually be around some social entrepreneurial philosophy. So basically, you pick the business leader. If their sector happens to be clean water or clean energy or solving hunger, the entire show will then be around bringing in social entrepreneurs. So call it 10 social entrepreneurs will be selected who've come up with a solution for that world's problem. And then in the grant, we will give each episode $1 million to that social entrepreneur to actually make their idea into a reality.
You just got back from China, very busy, lots of deals announced. At the end of the day, you're bringing more content to the Chinese market. You're also helping in some ways to export Chinese content to the rest of the world. How come?
Well, so China is a place that I've been going since, or working at least, since 2005, 2006. I shot my first movie there called Forbidden Kingdom. And what we were able to announce is that we partnered up with the government, an arm called the CFPI, to help them take their content that's made in China, help them cultivate that content, help them make that content more worldwide, particularly because there is so much content being made in China. And then we announced a deal with the largest broadcaster in China that owns 15 television stations, very prolific in reality television, very prolific in sports and fashion, which obviously we are as well, where they made a large investment into our company, which is obviously a good validation of the kind of Chinese government and Chinese businesses' support of Relativity, but also for us to start growing into television, fashion, sports, all the things we do in the United States. And then obviously continue to hopefully to release our movies in China successfully and more each year. And it's nice right now being the only ones there.
In recent comments, you've made it clear that an IPO is something you're looking towards right now. What is the time frame to think about in terms of accomplishing that goal? Are you looking to do it in 6 months, within 12 months?
Sure. Well, I think I can't give actually an exact number on that, but what I can say is Jefferies is our banker, and we've been very lucky to have Jefferies is an incredible institution to work with, and we've worked with all of them. And we are kind of on our pre-IPO roadshow right now, which means we're in the process of kind of setting up the proper capital raise to go public, and our goal is, to have it happen somewhere, let's say, in the next 12 to 18 months.
And with that process you're going through with Jefferies, as you raise money, what is the goal? What do you want to do with that money?
Well, it's a couple-fold. I think in order to go public, we want to make sure that obviously the company is 100% well capitalized to take advantage of all the market opportunities that we have. And as you and I have talked about on a few occasions, most people think of us as a film studio. That really is about 50% of our business. Our business is just as heavily tech-focused and content-focused, meaning, we're the largest supplier of reality TV. We're the largest sports representation agency in baseball, basketball, football. We have the most sports content, fashion content. I think the purpose of the IPO really is so that our company can be liquid and have the capability in a liquid basis of growing at the same speed as other large public companies, meaning if there's acquisitions we'd like to make, particularly in the tech sector, that we have a liquid stock to do that.
You've hinted that possibly you could see yourself listing in both New York and in Hong Kong. How come?
We kind of consider ourselves, I think, as much a Chinese company as we do a U.S. company. We have our wholly owned subsidiary there called Skyland. The concept of making sure that really we're listed where our business is and we're listed where our focus is important. So having ICBC Bank as well as our banker officially as of yesterday, we did a public signing and ceremony, I think speaks really well to having the support from the Chinese economy and government to do a potential dual listing.
Very quickly, let's talk film, because at the end of the day, Relativity is all about film. Earth
Sure.
to Echo, a fun film with an E.T. feel, but the movie math behind it, a reminder of the Relativity approach.
Sure. So the movie is about a $13 million movie, yet we, as usual, try to make it feel and look and act like a $100 million movie. We're really proud of it. I do think it's kind of an E.T. meets Goonies meets Stand By Me, and it's a really neat film.